Hey,
Hi
y'all.
guys.
Okay,
Well,
we had technical difficulties. So
yes,
part of it was done and it wasn't showing on our end. So our
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Anyway, I'm Jamie.
I'm Sonya.
Oh my God, Sonya, perk up. She's frustrated now because we couldn't see it. Perk
Yeah.
up. I
Okay.
know
Some people saw it, some people didn't. So we're back now, guys. So I see that some of you all saw it. And what y'all talking about? I can't read that. Technical difficulties. What the heck? So we're
So
back
let's
now.
well, real quick, we only put it up there in case somebody want to screenshot what we're talking about. We know you can't read that little bitty writing. Trust me, we can't read it. I had to print it out myself. So we
Yeah.
understand that. So we put it up there as reference.
Yes, it's very small, y'all. So
Nice.
hopefully you can see it. So I will read it again because we know that it was very small. So I'm
Right.
going to read it again. And so here we go. Talk about a wild family reunion. In February 1965, Sam Cooke's widow, Barbara Cooke, and Bobby Womack made headlines when they announced they were getting married 2 months after Sam was killed. Before their wedding, Bobby told Jet, "You must remember I was Sam's guitar player for a long time. We were very close. I actually feel that he would want me to do this. I stayed around her during the crisis. She really needed someone at that time. Love is love, and that is what it is with us." When I told her how I felt, she was shocked. It took her a while to get adjusted to the idea. Asked how long it took Mrs. Cooke to give her consent to marriage, he added, 3 weeks to a month. She mourned a long time, y'all. Anyway, Sam's father objected to the marriage, stating, "What we don't like is a 30-year-old woman marrying his 20-year-old boy and bringing him in over Sam's 11-year-old girl, Linda." Bobby, who was Sam's protege, played with his brothers in the group the Valentinos. After Bobby married Barbara, they were ostracized from their families and he faced hostile crowds. Bobby was pistol whipped and beat up by Sam's brothers. Barbara and Bobby had a son named Vincent, who later committed suicide. Just so y'all know, Vincent was 20 years old when he committed suicide. Barbara previously had a son named Vincent with Sam, who drowned, and he was only 2 years old. Bobby and Barbara separated in 1970 after she shot at him when she discovered he was having an affair with his teenage stepdaughter, Linda. At the
As she should
time,
have.
Linda was 18 years old. And then Linda later went on to marry Bobby's brother, Cecil Womack, and they formed the duo Womack and Womack. And get this, y'all, they had a son and also named him Vincent. And they stayed married up until the day Cecil died.
That
So,
it sounds like I mean, I don't even really like using this word, but those people sound like they were cursed in that whole family. It was so much happening, so much squish squish of the same squish squish. It's too much. It's too much.
guys,
Like you you
but
you your husband died and you married the bandmate who he feel like Sam would want me to marry her. I was so in love with her. So you were in love with her before her husband left.
get this, y'all. Here's another twist in this whole story. In 1985, how many of y'all remember the song "I Wish He Didn't Trust Me So Much"?
Yeah.
You know, Bobby Bowack made that song. He said, "I wish he didn't trust me so much." In that song, he talked about how he was attracted to this man's wife. And he said he didn't know what he would do if she returned the feelings. So he
So
wrote a song about it.
these people are, I mean, this whole thing is just,
Girl.
it's sad. You know, the sad part is that people, even in today's society, have no scruples. I mean, it's just weird. Like, why would you marry, let alone have a relationship with your friend's wife?
Right.
Or, I mean, yeah, I'm trying to say it right.
So
Yes.
but you want to know something else? Listen to this. You know the guy Cecil Womack, the brother. How many of
Yeah.
y'all know have heard of Mary Wells? You
Yeah,
know
of course.
she was one of the singers at Motown too.
Yeah.
So Cecil was married to Mary Wells before he married the daughter Linda.
Linda,
Yeah.
girl.
So that was just all just
And Linda was
intertwined.
young. And
But
Linda
out of
was
all the
young.
people in this world.
But Linda was young. It's
Yeah.
sad. It's really sad because it's almost when you, I mean, I think like one of them was 13, and I mean,
Yeah.
it's sad because you kind of groom them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like a 13-year-old knows nothing about love, sex, like none of that. I mean,
When
that's the sad.
Sam met when Sam met his wife Barbara, Sam was 18 and Barbara was
Was 13.
13 and had Linda when Barbara was 17.
Wait, what? Oh, they
Yeah.
had the child when they
They
were
had the
married
first
4 years.
child when
Yeah, the
she was
child.
17.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, but we see this happening now, right?
Yep,
I
you
mean, we
do.
see this happening in real time. I tell people all the time, there's nothing new under the sun. I mean,
No.
like this stuff has been going on forever. At some point in our life, we have got to get some scruples. I mean, we have got to teach our young men, especially, young women too, but
Yeah.
definitely young men, respect, that, I mean, I've known, and it's sad because I have known guys that were groomed by women, like young guys at 14 and women 18, 19 years old. And though we don't want to pretty much say women, but those people, that's a big age difference at that stage in life, right?
Oh,
If
wait
you
a minute.
13 and the man and the woman is 18 or 19 years old and she has sex with this kid, that's abuse.
But you see
in
it
our
in these
stand.
schools. It's all over in schools nowadays. We hear this every single day. There's this teacher. But y'all, I'm going to tell y'all this one last thing about this story, and then we're just going to go and start just talking and bring it more current. This little boy was not, okay, he was 19 when this happened. Even though the father in the story said 20, because that's what time it was. That's how old he was by the time the story came out. But he was 19 when Sam died. He wore one of Sam's suits to the funeral and drove his car and took his wife to the funeral. That's how raggedy this whole thing was. Okay, but I'm gonna move on from that now. But I just had to let y'all know that this was just one of those things that was just so. I mean, I was just like, I felt so bad because I'm like, this is a mess, and that was that man's protege because he actually mentored Bobby Womack.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, when you look at this stuff, it's like everybody is intertwined. I mean, nobody's off limits. I mean, you married your stepdaughter. I mean, like, come on, man. I mean, like, when that lady married you, she did not bring you in her house expecting that you would be having sex with her child.
Right.
So it's really it's really sad. And I mean, a lot of people, there's a lot of damage there. I mean, you think about her, Linda's children, you think about all the people that we're reading the story and we're going, oh my God, this is horrible. They lived the story.
Exactly.
And that's devastating. I mean, we have got to think about our repercussions of things. You have this baby with another family member or whatever. It's not just about you and that person. It really isn't. That child is going to grow up and read this crap. I mean, this stuff is on the internet. Anybody can read it. This is their history. You know, when they Google their names and all of that, this is what comes up. And it's so sad that, I mean, it's like a freak story. I mean, it's horrible. And when women are doing this kind of stuff now, and having babies with the brother and the, you know, we talk about Marjorie Harvey, you know, where
Right. She
she,
had it with cousins.
yeah, she had kids with cousins. I mean, just because you can don't mean you should. Come on now, man. We have got to get some scruples about ourselves, respect. I mean, and it's not all about you. It's those children that have to be raised up. And you think, oh, it doesn't affect the kids. That's a lie. It affects the kids. Think about the
Hmm.
stuff you think about on a daily, and from your past and from your youth. And most of us are dealing with PTSD from our youth. I mean, we are, and we're now realizing we need to go to therapy at 60 years old to clean up the stuff that we've carried all our time, all this time. Make better decisions for your life. It's crazy. Make better decisions, man. It's not that hard. Good, bad, right, wrong. It's just two choices. I mean, this story is terrible.
You know, I when I grew up, so when I grew up, I had friends and we all hung out together, and we had this one friend that for whatever reason, I don't know what her logic, what her reasoning is that she found her way through every single one of us, our boyfriends. We were young, so
Yeah.
it was like like our childhood. So we were teenagers, but so I would go to Chicago every year. So
Mm-hmm.
me and my childhood boyfriend, we actually had broken up because he was ready to go a little bit further than I was ready to go in the relationship. So we
Okay.
had broken up. So I had went to Chicago, and of course, by when I came back from Chicago, everybody was like, "Girl, he done moved on with so and so and so and so," And I'm like, "Really? We all used to hang out together.
Right.
So we go over there because we all used to go over this place together. I'm being a little discreet because we all still real close. So when
Right.
we go over there and yep, there they go. She's sitting on his lap and they both looking at
Yeah.
me and I'm like, and they just looking
Wait
at
a
me and
minute.
I'm like, for
Y'all close
real?
now and you telling this story?
Right, and I'm like, this is very bold. And
Right.
then a few years later, you know, you move to the next one.
Right.
The next
Right.
friend. And you done had a baby with this one. And
Yeah.
then you done moved to the next friend and you done had a baby with this one. And it's
I just
like,
think I think
whoa, what
people
just happened?
yeah,
Because it was four of us.
I
And
think people that do that, they are so damaged that I mean, they're just damaged, man. Who knows if they've been molested? I mean, like that's huge. People
yeah.
do this stuff, they've been molested. So at this point, it's like, and it's like you almost get a damn sticker on your head if you've been molested, because shit, then all the uncles want to screw you, all the cousins want. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Men, get it to freaking together. It's so frustrating. I
But
mean,
this was the thing. This was the person that was our friend. But
I know.
she was the one who jumped to our
I
boyfriend.
hear you. But
And
I
it was
think a
like,
lot of
what just happened here? And but the thing is that she would still want to come around us, and it's like, why do you want to be around us, and why do you think we want to be around you? Like we all grew up from, like, I'm talking elementary school,
right.
to adults, and it's like, why would you think we want to
You
be? And
around.
I don't think we ever. I don't even know. I personally grew away because I left because I went to the military. So I don't know how the other dynamics started to move away from this person, and they're no longer with us. But I don't know the dynamics of what how they moved to those relationships to have those things
Yeah.
happen. But it was just weird. It was like, I'm gonna get each one of y'all
Wait a minute,
at
but
a
I'ma still
time.
hang with y'all. I
Right, but I'm
still
gonna
love
still hang
y'all.
with y'all.
I
but I'm
feel
gonna
like
get
y'all,
y'all.
I just think y'all make good decisions in men, and I want them.
Right. I'm like, I look at my friends and I'm like, you know, your guy may be cute or something, but I don't want him. You know,
Right,
I
but
just can't
that's
even see myself wanting to be with somebody that I know my friend done been with. I mean,
exactly.
that's
Yeah,
gross.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
That's not. It's
that's
just
ugh.
not cool. It's
That's
just
like,
not
you know,
cool.
like they have, like even the Kardashians, you know, like Travis Barker and Kim Kardashian used to,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, they say they never was, you
Had
know,
sex. Yeah, they said
yeah.
they never
But
had sex.
he said when he saw her walk in the room, he
Yeah.
knew that there was something special about her and that
Right.
you had to treat her a certain type of way. Now, me as her sister, dating this dude, now I'm married to this dude, and I'm reading this in his memoirs. How do I feel? You ain't wrote this
Hey,
about me,
she ain't feel too bad. She married him.
right? I'm like, why would you want to be with him out of all the folks in the world?
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
wasn't shy about this,
that's a little too close for comfort.
right? But he wrote this in his mem. He felt strong enough about this to
Right.
put it in a book where it
But
would
when
be
he did the book, he
memorialized.
wasn't. But when he did the book, he wasn't dating
No, but
Courtney. I
I'm
mean,
saying this was
yeah.
a part
So
of his
right,
life that was so important to him
right,
that he memorialized it.
and you know that came up over Thanksgiving dinner.
Right. I'm like, and then this the
Somebody
stupid part.
mentioned it.
Wait, this
Somebody.
girl, this past Halloween when she was pregnant, she dressed up like Kim.
Really?
Yes,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yes.
Oh, that's hilarious.
She
Oh,
dressed.
that's so
I'm like,
she right.
y'all strange.
No, that's funny. Yeah, that's a bit different. But I
Yeah.
mean,
So
I don't know. I don't know. I read this story, and my heart just kind of it just saddened me because this is, when sometimes you set stuff in action and it becomes like a family tradition almost, or that's not the right word, but y'all know
it's
what
a
I'm saying.
curse. It is.
Yeah,
It's a
it
curse
just
that
goes
needs to be
on and on
broken.
in the family. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just goes on and on. Who breaks the cycle? Hopefully the cycle has been broken, but from Sam all the way down to Linda's kid, it wasn't. And that was, I mean, as early as late as back in the 80s, which to some of y'all seem a lifetime ago, but to us, 80s was yesterday. so,
Right.
so, I mean, you're talking about from the 60s on, these, I mean, like just no scruples. And it's
None.
sad, and it's I mean, like, uh, one after the other. Just nobody got a hold of themselves and said, "This isn't proper. We can't do this," and that's sad. So I'm gonna give my little 30 seconds right here.
Give you 30 seconds.
Get control of yourself. You are in control of yourself. No one else can control you but you. Get it together. It's okay. You can say no. Every vagina you see, you ain't gotta have sex with. Every penis you see, you ain't got to sit on.
Eggplant.
Stop. not eggplant. No, you don't have to. So please, I mean, just kind of visualize. I'm going over 30 seconds, y'all. Be
You
okay.
good.
But visualize how you want your family to be. Visualize what you want and then strive towards getting that. You can create the family in your head. Can you see me? Something popped
Mm-hmm.
out. You can create your family, or how you want your family to be in your head. And then you can set about, because once you see it, it can become that. So visualize it, strive towards doing that. I don't care if it's the Huxtables or whoever it is. You look at that and say, you know what, I want a family like that, and go about creating that family. It does not have to be, you don't have to bring the past with you. You don't. I promise you, you don't. You don't have to do that. So if you read this story, take a screenshot, read the story, and realize that, God, that's messed up. And I don't want my kid. You know, we got a lot of stuff happening out here in the world now. A lot of stuff that's been revealed. It's been happening. We just didn't know all about all of it because we didn't have that many encyclopedias. So so now that we have Google and Bing and everybody, we can pull up all this stuff on people's families. Don't let it be your family that's messed up like that. Get control. You can handle, you can do it. Shoot, you can do it. Anyway.
Yep. So my
Mm.
30 seconds is going to be, I don't know if y'all remember that old commercial about the music when somebody asked the guy, can they borrow his albums? And he said, oh no, my brother, you got to get your own. Remember that. That's what you got to do. You got to get your own. Don't go getting somebody else's, okay?
Oh my
So we
God,
just
that's
want to
funny.
thank you guys for joining us again this evening. We appreciate you. We love you guys. As
We do.
always, we ask you to like, share, and follow. Ask your friends, share with someone else. We love you. Peace.
Peace.